Hello. It turns out that the simplest video games can hide many secrets. Sometimes developers reveal these secrets, and sometimes they keep them for themselves. But the players' curiosity is unlimited, and they always strive to discover more about their favorite games or even put forward a set of special theories about those games. In this episode, we will learn with you about the strangest theories that players have put in place about their favorite games. Fall Guys. Some people think that this game is for children. Their opinion does not matter to us. It is clear that this game is one of the best video games at all. Let's talk a little about the game's characters. Some of them resemble a bean, but what is the nature of these creatures? Are they human beings hiding in funny clothes? One of the designers participating in the development of the game talked about the characters, saying that they are about 1 meter and 83 centimeters tall, while the skeleton is similar to the skeleton of the reptile with a human skull. What about you as players? Can you imagine that? It must be just a joke. The players presented another interesting theory by saying that the game characters are robots that humans control from the inside. This theory is closer to logic. In any case, perhaps it is better now to stop developing theories and wait for the answer from the game developers. One of the developers thinks the characters are jellies without a skeleton. That's also a good idea. Last of Us and Uncharted. We will not try to determine which one is better, but we will look at the intertwining events in the two games. There are many facts that indicate this, especially when looking at the version that appeared in 2011 from the game Uncharted, as an article appeared in a newspaper talking about a strange type of fungus spreading in the world, and that was who appeared in The Last of Us game after 3 years, when humanity suffered from a very serious disease, and many of the events that were discussed in The Last of Us game appeared later in the following versions of the Uncharted game, especially in the years 2015 and 2016, where there were many characters. The secondary school that participated in some stages in the two games. But why are the scenarios of the two games confused in this way? The developers must do this to increase the players' curiosity and make the two games more exciting. Among us, many of you may not know this game. It was one of the most popular games on the internet ever. But the game's characters are very mysterious. Among those youngsters who wear spacesuits, there are some theories about this game as well. On the cover of the game appears a picture of 3 characters. They are more like a family image. The owner of the green suit is the father, while the mother wears the orange uniform, and the owner of the blue uniform is the son. This is evidence that the characters are from one family. The players see that they are alien creatures fleeing from her original planet to invade the Earth, and then she was able to change her appearance to get this cute appearance. Or maybe they are humans wearing special clothes to fight aliens. No one knows the truth. Limbo. This game is for people with strong hearts only. The atmosphere there is very depressing from beginning to end. But do you know everything about this game? Some people think that the game is about a boy with a disease that makes him forget everything. He tries to reach his sister, who is already dead, but he forgets it. Many of the scenes in this game are very sad. The developers relied on many pictures that indicate the death of the boy or his sister, but the main goal of these images is to guide the player to the next stage. The game is full of traps that are difficult to bypass and puzzles that are difficult to solve. The surprise that many players do not know is that the game does not have any interesting end. That is like going through the various stages over and over and then returning to the starting point again. Super Smash Bros. It is great to develop a theory about the story of the movie or your favorite game. Then the developers assure you that your theory is correct. When launching this game for the first time, many players put the theory to the effect that the game characters are a group of plastic children's games that explains the presence of both Mario and Pikachu in one place. This theory was developed depending on the scene of the beginning of the game, in which a giant hand with supernatural abilities appears, which places a group of plastic games on the table, and then gives them the ability to move to start the game. This was stated by the President Developers team many years after its launch. Those with these theories should feel proud now. Pokemon. This is one of the most important games in history. Each of you must remember the names of at least 5 Pokemons. But does any of you know where the events of the story take place? There is a theory that says that the events of the first releases of the game were in a world destroyed by war and killed in it all adults. The argument for that is that all the characters of the game are young people. There are no adults. As for the play areas, most of them are hospitals or old abandoned buildings. The owners of this theory believe that Pokemons helped young humans to survive the war, and then humans began to prepare for the next battle with the help of Pokemons. Half-Life. Can we forgive the game developers for not developing a third version of it? This game is really great, and we're lucky we were able to enjoy it. But does any of you know who is the hero of the game? Many players see that its hero is an alien creature and not a human being, especially since he does not communicate with humans, and the first part contains a slight hint to this theory, where the hero said in a dialogue with his opponent that he is not a human being. That leads everyone to believe that the hero of the game is an alien creature. There is no information to confirm this theory, but we ask the developers to show the truth. Minecraft. How can a world made up of many cubes lead to the development of some theory? Well, that is related to the ability of the player's creativity. The players see that the game's characters do not have to be in these cubic shapes, but a software error led to their appearance in this way, after which the developers liked that and decided to leave the game in this distinctive way. This does not include the main characters only, but includes the enemies, enemies and everything. Perhaps this is the theory is correct, but we do not think that people who are able to develop a distinctive game like Minecraft will make a fatal mistake that makes the graphics so poor. What do you think? Do you think the game would be better if the graphics were more realistic? And finally, GTA 5. Everyone should know this game. What do you think of the ghost that appeared at the foot of the mountain while playing? If you know the secret, then tell us in the comments. But if you do not know, we will tell you. Every night a ghost appears beside a rock with the name Jock written on it in blood. That name is the name of the junior politician and businessman Jock Cranley. When looking in the old newspapers, we will find that his wife died in that place in real life, as she fell from the top of a cliff after a quarrel with him. The man escaped from punishment due to insufficient evidence against him, and every night the ghost of the wife appeared in the game to show her desire for revenge.